right, so listen, guys, I don't want to waste too much of your time. We got about an hour, so we have a lot to talk about. Today's topic is the most important tape reading tactics every trader should know. And that's what today's topics are going to be. And I'm going to teach you about trading, show you how it works. I'm going to talk about it. And at the end of the presentation, hopefully I'm going to impress all of you to come and join us here at Cybertrade University and be part of our team and see what trading's all about. You know, and that's the beauty of it. Echoes on misplaced mic. Okay. Well, it's a different mic. Hold on. Let's see. All right. I don't know if there's another echo. Let's just see that. It was picking up a second mic, but it shouldn't have. It should be okay right now. All right, so let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. And let me change the slide here. So basically, I want to talk a little bit about Cybertrade University, tell you a little bit about the company, tell you a little bit about, sounds good here, okay. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about what trading is all about and why we're all out here trying to do this. You see, I think the reason why I love teaching people so much is because I was a victim myself. Sounds like almost like an AA meeting almost, but honestly, you know, it really is the truth. I started trading about 25 years ago, and I started, you know, living in New York in the financial capital of the world, surrounded by the best traders in the world. And everybody was making so much money in the finance market. And my dad is an immigrant. If you guys read my book, How to Beat Market Makers at Their Own Game, I explained a whole story about it. I don't want to bore you about my whole life story and everything else. I'll save that for the book. Let the book explain it. It's a very great book. It's a fast read. You'll probably read it 2-3 times. But just in a nutshell, not to sit there and brag too much about it or explain it. I wanted to be the other guy on the other side of the phone. I found out I didn't like being a broker because I was a glorified salesman. And all I was doing was eventually I was smart. I was pretty smart at what I was doing and realized, why am I selling other people's garbage? Why am I selling their stocks? You know, and why, you know, and they're telling me what to buy and sell. Because honestly, some of these things didn't go anywhere. Some of them were garbage, you know, but the things I wanted people to buy, I was not allowed to tell them what to buy, you know, because the commission didn't pay. You get more commission or big spreads, and you'll see as a trader, you'll understand it when we start talking about it. But, you know, some stocks have bigger spreads than others and whatever it may be. So anyway, make a long story short, I hated it. I quit. Okay. And I did learn something very valuable. What is the best job in the world? The trading department. That was the most prestigious job in the finance market. So I went out there and opened up my own online account. And they said, you know what? I'm going to start trading myself. And I lost miserably. And why I lost miserably? Because I was listening to everyone else tell me what to buy and sell. I was listening, I was reading about charts and indicators and watching the financial stations and hearing everybody's greatest, you know, reason why this is the best thing since sliced bread. Well, let me tell you what ended up happening. It's not about what I know, and it's not about what you know. It's what it's about is what the street is doing. It's about following the money. So this is where things are going to get interesting. I quit my job, and I as a self trader, and I went to work for somebody. And let me tell you what you're going to learn today. What I've learned on the first day on a job, I should have never ever made my first trade. And I deserved every single thing that happened to me. All those hundreds of thousands of dollars I lost was because of ignorance. Because let me ask you something. Would you give your money to someone that never learned finance? Well, what makes you any smarter than them? So I think that's why a lot of people feel they want to know what's going on with trading. I mean, you see the market up a lot, right? And you know, I laugh when people tell me, oh, I'm doing great. I don't need to be educated. Listen, even if you threw a dart, you know, on the Wall Street Journal and you missed, you'll still make money, okay? That's how easy it is right now with this whole, you know, rally in the market. If it's the Trump bump, whatever you want to call it, if it's a tax, whatever it is, economy's doing good, regardless. But what happens when things go down? And it's not a matter if they're going to go down. That's you have that psychopath in North Korea sends up a bomb. What do you think is going to happen? Is the market going to crash? How bad is it going to crash? So that's basically what we have to look at, ladies and gentlemen. So I need to teach you how to control your losses and how to trade the market, because what you think what trading is the totally opposite what trading, how you're supposed to do it. And how do I know this? Is because when I got into the business and I learned how to trade, I realized that I wasn't shadowing the big brokerage firms. I wasn't following the institutions. I was basically just trading on my own ignorance, just because I thought a company was good. And who taught me this? Some of the greatest traders in the world. And let me tell you, I traveled around the world and I learned from the best traders. And let me tell you the difference about no matter how good of a trader you are right now, one thing I've learned, great traders never stop learning, okay? And I did an event in Chicago, okay? And all the presenters that were there, and it was probably about, I don't know, I did a presentation with about like 7 or 8 presenters. And they're all good friends of mine. And they all sat in my presentation. And you know what? They didn't have to sit in, okay? They could have just did their spiel and their speaking and educate everyone about futures, but they wanted to learn about day trading. And they said, you know, Fausto, I never knew exactly what level 3 was. I never knew, or I never knew that if you just kept things a little simple. Even the greatest traders that are teaching out there, they still didn't know. And it's okay, because that's what I'm saying. Great traders never stop learning. So now how good of a trader you are doesn't mean you could be better. And you know what? You got to know how to distinguish the difference from a real trader and a analyst. And that's what I'm about to teach you. So this is my ultimate goal, ladies and gentlemen. I've been teaching people 25 years. And there's not a day that goes by I don't love doing what I'm doing. But I'm just going to be honest with you. Why am I wasting my time being here? Why am I here teaching, people always ask me, Fausto, if you're such a great trader, why do you teach? Well, you know why I'm a great trader? Because the people I teach make me better traders. You see, I'm here to teach you guys how to trade. So hopefully you'll join my team and I get the opportunity to train you, because you'll make my life easier. Because trading is not by trading by yourself. You have to trade with a team. And let me tell you something, nobody, and a lot of you know that, but you don't want to trade with a losing team. You want to trade with a winning team. You don't want to work for the worst company in the industry. You want to work for the best company in the industry. That's why they're the best, okay? There's no room for second place. So that's my ultimate goal. But what I'm about to do, ladies and gentlemen, in the next, next hour, is that I not only want to educate you how of a great trader I can make you, and what a great asset I could hopefully make you part of joining Cyber Trade University, but hopefully make you realize that maybe trading might not be for you. Because let me tell you, there are some of you here today that are losing miserably, or not making enough, or just don't know if it's for you, and don't know where you're going to go with this. So that's okay. That's okay. So when it comes to trading, I'm going to teach you the basic of day trading. Now, what is day trading? Well, basically, I'm a day trader. I love the day trade. Day trade means you're in and out the same day. Now, I'm a day trader because I like to sleep at night. Swing trading is holding position overnight, and there's short-term, long-term, and there's investing. And options trading are for people that want to leverage themselves. But you have to understand something, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody wants to day trade, but nobody knows how to do it the right way, because everyone's making it more complicated. So let me explain to you. If you want to be a good swing trader, an options trader, an investor, you have to learn how to day trade first. It teaches you how to be more disciplined and more responsible. And like I said, but everyone here needs to learn from mentors. Now, if you want to be the self-taught individual, you're in the wrong place. I probably recommend you to log out right now, because you're wasting your time. My job is, I cannot teach you how to make money in an hour. My goal right now is to teach you how little you know, and that every single one of you are going to do a trial and join us and see what it's like, because I'm going to make a guarantee to you. How many of you here could tell me that you've been in positions that were up 50, 100%? Okay? How many of you? Now, have you done that every month or every year? Well, how about if I told you we do this on a daily basis? Now, you're probably saying, you're going to guarantee that, Fausto? Yeah. And you know how I'll guarantee it? You're going to see with your own eyes. You're going to come and join my trading room. You're going to sample it, and I'll guarantee it. If you're not, I'll give you, you know what? If not, I don't need you there. I don't need your money, okay? Remember, what is my ultimate goal? My goal is here to prove to you I'm looking for committed, focused traders. I want to take this seriously so I can teach you how to trade. So let's stop trading blind, all right? And let's start trading the right way. So now I'm going to teach you basically the strategy behind what day trading is. Now, before I do that, let me just ask everyone a question. Is anybody here, what kind of trader is everyone? I think I got a poll question here. Maybe I could pop some poll questions if they work. Oh, here we go. Let's start a quick poll. There we go. All right, so what kind of trader is everybody? Are you a day trader, a swing trader, a long-term trader, you know, a position trader? Just want to see what kind of trader is everybody here. Wow, we got a lot of day traders. Oh my God, this is awesome. A couple of swing traders. All right, good, good, good. Not too many long-term traders. I guess no one really trusts the market too much. That's awesome. All right, so 71% of you here are day traders. That's great. So I guess you're in the right place. Now, understand something. We still teach swing trading in Cyber Trading University. We do some swing trades, but we have to be a good day trader first to know what to swing trade. All right, perfect. All right, let's get back to the chart and do some options, John. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so let me tell you what we do here at Cyber Trading University. Basically, we follow the money. Now, if you were able to see 70% of the volume, what I mean is that if you could see 70% of the buyers and sellers out there, could you guys tell me, like, what's that worth to you? Like, you're in a position right now. Do you know where Goldman Sachs is buying or selling the position that you're in? Do you know where Vanguard or any of the top mutual funds, if they're trading the position you're in, do you know what they're doing? I mean, think about it. Do you know more than them? Obviously not. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's okay. All right. All right. Listen. And the reason why you have to admit to it is they're trading millions and millions of shares. You're trading 100 shares. Okay. So I don't care how well you think you know the company. Believe me, these guys have 10, 20, 50, $100 million homes in the Hamptons. Believe me, they're not stupid. Okay. So let's be honest. So think about it. You're here. That's right, Nancy. And all of you, you're here to make money. End the conversation. That's it. Is there anything wrong with that? No. Which means there's nothing wrong about trading something of a company you never heard of, because at the end of the day, you're here to make money. Now, how do you make money? You follow the smart money. So my goal here is to train you, to show you how so many of you are trading blind, and that's what we teach you at Cyber Trading University. So let me change the slide here. So how do we follow the money? Well, the one thing about following money, like for example, like a stock like US Steel, if you saw what happened, today it had earnings announcements. How did the chart look on the data? Oh, why is it going up? Why is it going down? Listen, well, if a company beat earnings or didn't beat earnings, who's the one that's making up these prices? Who's the one that's trading in the pre-market? These are all the things that prove to you that a lot of you are trading blind, okay? And understanding time and sales. Who's executing these orders? Who's the guy at 1,000 shares? Why is he buying on the bid? Why is he buying on the offer? Okay, what is time and sales? People like, I have it. I never really used it. Don't understand it. Well, let me just tell you this. Time and sales. Did you know that the chart gets its data from the time and sales? How does the chart make all those moves? Okay, we think it just makes it up out of nowhere. It makes it off orders. It's the time and sales window that make it. It's the actual buys and sells in time and sales that indicate the direction of the chart. And when you're a trader at Cybertrain University, all you got to do is follow the colors. Think about it. If you want to buy a stock, who do you have to buy it from? You have to buy it from a seller. Where the seller is located? On the offer. Do you know if you bought that stock at the market, your order is going to come up on the time and sales in green? Why would any of you want to? Why would you, out of or any reason, why would you buy a stock? Because you think it's going up. Well, if there's a lot of greens in time and sales, I guess you're not the only one that thinks that. You don't have to be a genius. Now, is that a cheat sheet? I don't care what you call it. But at the end of the day, if you're buying and everyone else is buying, what do you think the stock's going to do? Is it going to go up or go down? The only reason why you're buying it is because you think it's going up, right? So think about it. Did you need a chart to tell you that? I didn't think so. So the thing is this, when it comes to trading, it's all about following orders, following the money. And something as simple as a time and sales window that some people don't even use is beyond me. It really is. And by the way, you can use this towards futures, Forex, options. You can use it towards anything. Because remember, previous data is not indicative of the future. If you follow the money and you see the orders, kind of explains how the stock goes up like it does. And that's what it's all about. You know, students here are like Eric R., finding the stock and pulling 15-cent profit, 20-cent profit. You guys, let me think about this for a second. People always ask me like, wait, did I just hear that 15 cents? Well, listen, if you're trading 10,000 shares of the stock, what is that? $1,500? Or what about trading 1,000 shares, $150? In what? 30 minutes? I don't know too many people make $150 in 30 minutes. So you need to see buying over resistance. And that's the next thing we need to know. Now we need to understand exactly how to trade, how stocks break support levels, break resistance levels, because everybody wants to learn the chart. And it's not about just the chart. It's about the orders. So here we have an example of a stock, time and sales, stock goes up, stock pops over 2150, comes back down, builds support levels. All right. So, fellow traders, let me start testing a lot of your knowledge. Why would the stock bounce at 2150? I mean, what made it bounce? Why did it go above 2150 to 2180 and came back down to 2150? Why would it bounce and then go right back up? Can anybody answer that question? Let's see. Any chart readers out there? You must know. Why did it bounce at 2150? Why didn't it come back down to 2110? Why 2150? Okay, there was a demand. Very good. There was the support levels, right? But the problem, David, is just because we're at support levels, we break support levels all the time, right? There's no guarantee it was going to hold there. Why did it also bounce at support? George is saying there was a demand. Okay, now we're leading to something, George. All right. Now, what is a demand? Buyers. Now, do you see any buyers on the chart, guys? Do you see the buyers? And even when you know there's a support, was there buyers on the chart at 2150? Do you guys see any of those? I don't see any buyers on a chart. Remember, what is a chart? A chart is what happened in the past. It's not indicative of the future, right? You don't see any buyers on the chart. You see transactions going off, but we don't know who those buyers are, which leads us to something that's called level 3. So let's do a quick poll question here. And my poll question is this. Do you guys have level 3 access? So let's do a quick poll question. And if you are a student, before being a student, did you have level 3? Because I know we have a lot of students here. So don't click yes if you have it now. Only prior student, only prior before you became a student at Cybertrade University. 35%, we'll get about 50% no, 19% are not sure, 30% say yes. Okay, we're getting there, all right? Guys, don't worry about it. I'm not going to rat you out. I'm not going to tell you spouse. I'm not going to tell you trading their money without them knowing that you have no idea what you're doing. Not yet. Okay, so we got about, on the average, we got about 63% that say no and 12% that says not sure. Now, let me explain something to you. Not sure means I don't know if I'm not pregnant. I always say, like, we mean not sure. Is you pregnant or you're not? So I'll say not sure I'll take that as a no. So I'll add 62 plus 12 until about 72%. So basically almost 3/4 of you here do not have level 3. All right. So that probably will help explain why some of us are not doing as well as we like. Now think about this. Level 3, what is it? And that's what Hayla's saying. Okay, level 3 is going to show you all the orders out there. Level 3 is where you're going to see what's called the high frequency trades. Back in my old days when I was a Souls Bandit, we used to call this the Instinet machine. You guys ever heard of Instinet, where the institutions trade? Wouldn't it be great to have Instinet machine and see, like, oh my God, I'm seeing where the institutions placed in their orders? Well, this is like basically level 3 is what it is. It's basically an ECN book, electronic communication netbook, which I helped beta test back in the early 90s. Level 3 is going to show you all the orders. Now, this is not level 2. Okay, level 2 is obsolete. If you have level 2, you're wasting your time. People says, oh, I got level 2. I got level 2. Listen, level 2 is obsolete. Level 2 doesn't tell you anything. Okay, level 3, and let me just reiterate and explain to you what it is. All right, level 3 shows you all the orders out there on the street. Okay, at every single price level. For example, I might be a buyer of AAL at 29.36 for 200 shares, but I might be a bigger buyer. I might be a 4,000 share buyer also at 29.20. So I would have multiple orders out there. I'm just not a bid and offer. Sometimes I might be averaging down. I probably have orders from clients that want me to buy it at different prices, but you cannot see this without this data. Okay. Now, think about this for a second. Is it on the OTC, George? No, I don't think so. Only on the NASDAQ National. We only trade NASDAQ National. We don't trade penny stocks or anything like that. So, guys, think about this for a second. How much better and smarter trades if you were able to see the orders out there on the street? Think about it. How many times have you guys bought a stock? As soon as you bought it, the damn thing goes down. As soon as you sell it, it goes up. You think like somebody's watching you. Okay? Well, level 3 is going to show you everything. Okay? It's going to show you all the orders. All right. Now, well, Derek, I don't teach futures. Okay? So if you want to learn futures, send me an email. And there's only about 2-3 people in this world that I know that are very good futures traders. Okay? I'm specifically focusing on stocks. And just because you're a futures trader doesn't mean you could trade the stock market. All right. Great traders could trade a little bit of everything. I just preferably like to day trade stocks because it's something you hear about all day long. I don't hear, when I put on the financial station, people are like, oh, look at the futures. The futures doing amazing today. The futures doing amazing today. It's always like the stock market's up again. Stock market, it's the only reason why. Especially living in New York, it's a stock market world. Now, is this worth anything to you? If you could see all these orders, 70% of the buyers and sellers, is this worth anything to you? Would you pay for this data? Or do you think it's like it should be free? What do you guys think? You think it should be free or would you pay for it? Now, the reason why I ask you this question is because if you're afraid to answer this question, and be like, well, I wish it was free. Listen, let me explain something to you guys. Do you work for free? Do you have free rent? Do you have a free mortgage? Do I know it's a free country, okay, but do you expect people to work for free for you? Because how do you expect somebody to anyone here employ anybody and are having tough times hiring employees? Maybe because you just, paying them too little, or maybe you're not getting the right qualified person, because real good people don't work for cheap money, okay? So my point I'm getting to you is this. To be a good trader, you got to spend money, okay? This job pays a lot of money. And when I say a lot, I'm talking like high six figures, okay? Why anybody would not spend $50, $100 or $200 on data is beyond me. How do you expect to, we're not telling you to spend thousands. You can't spend $20, $10. So the point that I'm getting to is this. What I'm about to show you guys is you're going to learn a little bit how powerful this data is. And if you want to be a successful trader and you really want to make money in the market, there's things that you have to pay for. And the reason why I'm saying this is not, by the way, I'm not in the subscription business. I'm not going to tell you buy this, buy that. But listen, that's not my job, okay? I'm actually a person that's going to tell you how to save money. But when somebody comes up to me and they ask me, oh, it's free. You know what I ask them? I says, that's great. How do you make money? How do you make money? I don't work for free. So let me show you the power of this platform. So what is level 3? Level 3 shows you all the orders. Now look at this example. Okay, looking at the level 3 data. Okay, this is the Nasdaq's platform. Okay, on the Nasdaq market, it's called Nasdaq. It's called Nasdaq Total View, and this is only one book. There's about 5 of them, and some platforms you could aggregate all those orders, so you can see all the orders around the whole world. But this is just one market. Nasdaq has their own market. It's like being on the floor of the Nasdaq exchange. Okay, so here you have somebody trading JNUT. Okay, now look at JNUT. Here's your buyers on the left, and here's your sellers on the right. Okay, now look at all the buyers. Now you got the shares and you got the bid. That's how many shares are looking to buy, and that's the price they want to buy it. Now, whoever wants to buy it for the most amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to sell for the least amount of money is down up on top also on the ask. If you want to sell it for more money, you're down at the bottom. Now, how's this data help you? Well, first thing people look at is say, what the hell are all these numbers, right? Well, listen, if you really look at it, it's not really that complicated. There's 300 shares looking to be bought at $28.90. 500 shares looking to be bought at $28.89. 100, $28.88. 1,500, $28.87. So it works its way down. So now how does this help you? Well, think about it. Who are we looking for? We're looking for the biggest orders, like where the arrow is pointing. And you could see right there, there's a big seller of JNUT looking to sell 76,000 shares, not 76 shares like some of you would trade, or 700 shares, 76,000 shares. Now, when you look at all these orders from 28.90 to 28.30 and 29.01 to 34.27, you're talking almost 20, 30 times more than the biggest guy there. So let's think about this for a second. Now, think about this. What does that tell you? Why would somebody be selling 76,000 shares at $34.60? Can anyone answer that question? Why would anybody be selling that? What's the purpose of it? Nancy, I'm working as fast as I can. All right. There's a free webinar. I know we're almost halfway there, but I'm going to change your life after this next half hour. Okay. John says, why is the asking price going up the way down the bid side? Well, we didn't get there yet, John. Break even or previous buys, taking the profit. Okay, they reached their profit point, heading to an exit. Okay, so now, regardless of everything that you guys are saying, because it could be right, it could be he's looking to take a profit, whatever it is. But think about this for a second. Anyone here trade JNUT? Okay, how many times, wouldn't it be nice to know where the resistance level is? Wouldn't it be nice to know that you could see that 76,000 share seller out there? Sorry about that, guys. Wouldn't it be nice to see that? How many of you guys have seen those 76,000 shares out there? Probably none of you. So what does 76,000 shares become? It becomes a resistance level. You see, one of the styles, the way we teach you at Cybertrain University, and by you being a student of CTU, what we do is we're all looking to make money, and we're all making money together. And everyone out there is, and by the way, there's no platform, there's no indicator, okay? There's no software that could do this for you, okay? Unless you have level 3 data, okay? That's number one. And there's no specific, not indicator, but like a formula or, a program, a crystal ball that's going to show you this. That's why when I teach my students, we're working together looking for these orders. Now, so what we're looking for, let me just take a step back really quick. So basically what we do at Cybertrain University, the way we're going to make money together is we're going to trade together. So what we're doing at Cybertrain University, we started the first online trading room. Before anyone started, we started right here, over 25 years, still going, the oldest one running in existence. And basically what we're doing is my traders are trading momentum stocks that are moving in a big percentage gainers. And what we're looking for is all of my traders, and what we train you what to do is, guys, go look for those 76,000 share sellers so we know where to take a profit. Like, for example, look at this stock right here, okay? 900 share buyers, 6,000, 4,000, 1,000. Look at all the way here on the sell side, 135,000 share seller, 50,000, 31,000. Do you notice that there's a lot of sellers? And I mean, how many of you here, when you do a trade, wouldn't it be nice to see where all the other big orders are before it gets there? Because what do you think is going to happen to the price of the stock when it gets there? It's going to go down. I mean, we hope it goes up, but listen, you don't want to be in the hope business. You want to be in the educated business. You want to be prepared before it gets there. You need to see these orders. A couple of questions coming across here. Are you scanning for these, or do you scan for stocks and then the orders on level 3? Well, Tom, what me and my students are doing is we're scanning for stocks that have good momentum, that are up 20, 30, 50% on the day, 100% on the day. And we're not looking to make 100%. We're looking, a day. I mean, it'd be nice, but that's not our goal. Our goal is, with stocks that are up big, they have good momentum. And then what we're focusing on, by having stocks that have big momentum, you're going to have a lot of orders out there. It's called program trading. So program trading kicks in. And then what we're looking for with my traders, we're working together and we're looking for those big orders so we know to get out before it gets there. Or when it's coming down, we want to be prepared to buy it where everyone's buying it so we know where to get in before it bounces back up. It's almost like common sense. Wouldn't it be easier just to follow the money? Just follow the money. My mentor always taught me, he says, Fausto, once you think you know something about the stock market, you're going to lose. Just follow the money. That's all you have to do, Fausto. Follow the money. That's all you have to do. So look at this example right here. Okay, well, James has a very good question. Might that big order be pulled prior to being filled? How do we know that the order is for real? Well, James, can I ask you a question? Why would you want to be in the business with a bunch of liars and thieves? And what makes you think that it's not a real order? Can I ask you something? Who trained you? Were you a market maker? Because I was. Okay. How do you know it's a fake order? Who told you they're fake? How do you know? Because that's where I'm looking at it. I mean, and you know what, James? I hear that all the time. And I know, and before I answer that question and tell everyone the answer, could you just tell me, just really quick, who trained you? That's all I ask. Who really trained you? Are you self-taught? I mean, were you a trader on the floor? Because I was. Still waiting for an answer. Myself. Okay, James. So I'm glad that you're honest. Okay. I'm glad that you're being honest, because not too many people could admit that they're self-taught. So would you rather learn from somebody who worked on the floor of the exchange that could teach you how the game's being played? Or would you rather would you rather try to figure it out on your own? What's easier? Let me ask you this. Did you go to college? Did you go to school? Even elementary school? You know, why did you go to school and pay all those taxes? Why don't you just self-taught and stay at home and learn it yourself and save all that money? You see, you have to understand something. There's things that you could learn on your own. There's things that you can't. Okay. And that's why trading is an 80% failure rate. I think it's 90. On the internet, they said it's 70. Could you think about it? There's close to almost 200 people that have been here today. Could you imagine that 190 of you are going to fail? Why would you want to get in that business? And you know why people fail? Because they're self-taught. So it's time to stop being self-taught, because you wouldn't give your money to somebody that was self-taught, right? Well, now it's time to stop pretending and start preparing the right way. And what I'm showing you, this is just trading 101. This is like the easiest stuff in the world. Believe me, I didn't even get into the advanced stuff. You see, remember I told you, what is my goal today? My goal is to have all of you, to me, to prove this to you in the real market conditions. Listen, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste your time coming and joining and sitting in a trading room and watching traders make money and not know what's going on. If you really want to do this and you say, like, wow, you know what? That makes sense, Fausto. Could you prove it and guarantee it? Absolutely. I will guarantee you I will show you this all day long. And how could I do that? Because that's why I've been in business for 25 years. So you all clear there, Charlie? Okay. All right. So what happens when a stock hits a resistance level, guys? Let's answer this question. What happens when it hits a resistance level? What do you think is going to happen to this stock? Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? What do you think it's going to do? Up or down? James says down. James says, is it illegal to pull orders? I just wonder how much of just-in-time and sales more accurate. Just asking. Well, James, I mean, there's called poofing, and it's illegal. I mean, we want to be in the illegal business. But you know what? Anybody can cancel an order. Tom says he really doesn't know, but most of you are saying it depends. It's going to go down. I mean, listen, just quick theory. I mean, it depends. You know what? You're not in. You're not in the depend business. It's just, listen, if stock hits a resistance level, it's just a simple question. What is it going to do? Is it going to go up or go down? Well, does the chart really tell you that? No. All right. This is what's going to tell you. Here's a stock at 27.60 and it goes down. Hits support level, it goes down. Hits support level, goes down. Hits support level, it goes down. Okay, so the trend is down. Remember? Trend is your friend. Don't buck the trend. But the only thing you can buck is when you have a buyer out there. And look what happened when it got down to the at the support levels, right around 26.65. Right? What happened when it hit 26.65? Boom, a 20,000 share buyer. So now what do you think the stock's going to do? You think it's still going to go down, or is it going to go up with a big buyer like that? Listen, I'm not trading. You're talking about $500,000 worth of stock out there. There are 300 share buyers, 700 share buyers, 20,000 shares. Listen, unless you're going to go out there and you're trading 20,000, that's a pretty big buyer out there. So the stock is probably going to go up. You see, can I ask you a question? Was that hard? Was that hard? Think about that. You just basically solved the problem right there. Is that hard? Yes or no? I'm telling you, that's when I was first introduced when I first got into trading, and I'm sitting there and people telling me, my mentor, Frank Ferrara, came up to me. He says, Fausto, I want you to just follow this order. He says, that's all I have to do. He goes, yeah, just follow this guy. Where he buys, you buy. Where he sells, you sell. He says, that's all I have to do. He goes, that's all you have to do. He says, what? And I can make money doing that? He says, well, how else are you going to make money? I thought I was going to take these classes and you would teach me. He goes, no. You watch that guy. When he buys, you buy. When he sells, you sell. Okay? You buy it at 26.60, you sell at 26.80, you make 20 cents, you make it 200, do 10 times a day. There's your $2,000. You'll make $500,000. He says, really? That's all I have to do? He goes, yeah, that's what you have to do. I'm like, okay, that's all I'll do. And you know what? It worked. It worked. Okay, because I'm here talking to you guys because that's what I want to teach you what to do. Okay? So why are people making things more complicated than what it is? Because everybody thinks they're smarter than everyone else. My mentor taught me, he says, Fausto, once you think you know something about the stock market, you're going to lose all your money. He says, well, I'm a pretty smart kid. I went to school, went to college. He says, I don't care what you think. Okay? You see that guy for 49,000 shares? You're not trading 49,000 shares. You follow that guy. Okay? And when he buys, you buy. When he sells, you sell. Okay? Now, you're probably asking me, well, who is that guy? How do I know he's a real buyer? He goes, that's not your problem. Don't think about it. Okay? You want to make money? Follow that guy. Got a problem with that? There's the door. Okay? Because you'll be part of, he goes, how many accounts you blew up? 3 accounts? Okay, there's the door. Now, it came up to me and I said, well, what's the catch? Oh, the catch? The catch is that we're going to split the profit. I said, what's the salary pay? He says, well, half the profit. That's what that's going to pay. You're going to be part of my team. We're going to split the profit. And that was called prop trading back then when I first started. Well, eventually when I got really good at it, I hate splitting the profits. Okay. So what ended up happening, I'll talk a little bit in the next few moments, but because we're almost about 15 minutes into this, it's amazing what time flies. But anyway, before I get into that part, let me explain to you what these are called. These are called iceberg orders. Okay. These are iceberg orders. And the reason why we call them iceberg orders is because if you're trading on level 1 or level 2, you're only seeing what's up on top. Unless you got level 3 where you can look underwater, you're not really seeing what's really out there. That's why we call them iceberg orders. And we all know that didn't work too well for the Titanic. All right. So reading charts. Everybody wants to read a chart. Everybody wants to learn exactly how does a chart work and, oh, who's coming out with the next best indicator? And, guys, let me explain something to you. Do you know who really invented indicators? Mathematicians. Okay? Because the more you keep looking at a chart, the more you're going to act like this kid. Because you're like, oh my God, I'm just so confused. It's like, what am I doing? Listen, at Cybertrade University, we teach you how to keep something that's called the KISS method. Just keep it super simple. Follow the money, look at the orders, and you're all good. That's all you need to do. Okay? Indicators, the problem is they're lagging. You don't want to be a lagger. You want to be a leader when it comes to trading. So what do we learn so far? We've learned that a lot of us are probably trading with the wrong execution system. A lot of us don't even know what level 3 was. A lot of us are learning exactly, how to read the time in sales, how orders are getting executed. And we only been talking about 45 minutes. Could you imagine if I just train you for about a day in the market? Now, I don't know if some of you, good question here, David Fausto. Doesn't volume on the bid side make the price start going down compared to the volume spike on the ask side? Well, John, once again, it all depends who's getting executed. I mean, listen, anyone can cancel their order, right? But orders are orders, and time and sales are the confirmation if trades get executed. So you do need both. Now, John, are you in a trading room right now? Are you trading with anyone? Did you get trained by somebody? Are you part of a team, or are you sitting at home by yourself, just learning how to do this on your own? Because that's where it comes down to understanding how to play the game. And remember, I didn't even scratch the surface. Okay. Now, let's look at this example right here. Now, the next thing people do is, I don't know if some of you here are following me on YouTube, but we post our morning watch list and afternoon watch lists. And, you could see some of the trades we've done. It's like unbelievable. Now, let me tell you something a little bit different about Cybertrade University, and then, and I want to bash anybody, other companies out there, but I don't go out there and brag how much money we make. Okay. I think that's just rude, because you know what? And another thing, that doesn't help you. Me going out there and saying I made $10,000, $3,000. I mean, that sounds great. I mean, that's beautiful. That's great for me, but how does that make you money? Okay. You see, at Cybertrade University, the people that we want you to see is the everyday people like you, David, and you, John, and James, and Sam, and Kathy, all you people out there. You want to see them make money, and that's what I want to invite you guys to see tomorrow. I want you to come and see traders that I've trained and how they're making themselves money, because that's what you want to see. Now, how do we find these stocks? That's the next question. He goes, well, because people ask me, well, then if you're not using indicators, you're not watching TV, what are you doing? And you're not trading Apple and Facebook, what are you doing? Well, like I told you, we're momentum traders. And all we're doing is trading off the big percentage gainers and losers. Now, granted, there's a lot of stocks here that are moving, and I granted them a lot of them are not tradable. But you will see stocks like the QURE up 60%, 8 million, traded 8 million shares. You'll see 34%. And then, eventually you'll see a stock only trade 1 million shares, which we might not want to trade because the volume is too small and the spread might be too big. I mean, there's a lot of stocks out there that are moving, but not everything has fall within the rules called tradable and not tradable. And we're going to teach you that. Remember, you only need one stock to make a day's pay. It's all you need. Think about this for a second. Think of the potential income. Have any of you guys ever thought about just making a lousy 50 cents in the market? 50 cents on 1,000 shares is $500. That's over a 6-figure salary. How many of you here are on Social Security? How many of you here are unemployed? How many of you are general contractors and an IT guy and are still waiting for the next job? We'll have a lot of time on your hands. Or a grandma that's staying at home and like, you know what? Or someone that can't get back in the workforce. 50 cents, guys? You think it's hard to make 50 cents? I just see stocks that went up dollars. 50 cents. It's not hard to do. It's really not. Now, James, you're retired. And you know what, James? Half my students in my trading room are retired. You know why? Because you guys are very smart. A lot smarter than millennials. Okay? But you know that you can't go back, maybe compete with them physically, but mentally, let them do the hard work. Let them go kill themselves, work the 8-10-hour shifts. We'll sit there and just work an hour a day and make our day's pay. It sounds like the dream job, but you know what, guys? It is. Trading is the best job in the world. It's the least expensive investment that you have to make. That, you're not going to buy a deli or taking a shot in a restaurant business or whatever it may be, or starting a new business. This is a business. It really is. But it doesn't really take that much to do it. You just have to surround yourself with a good school like Cybertrade University. And not only that's going to teach you, but also cares about you, that they're going to take you under our wing and says, listen, it's not about us teaching you. It's about you helping us to find those big iceberg orders and finding those big momentum stocks so we can make money together. That's what the ultimate goal is. So what you're looking at right now, ladies and gentlemen, is a screenshot of our trading room. Okay. So this is what I'm looking to do. Any of you part of a trading room right now? Any of you guys are, part of a room and trading with other traders? I'm not talking about trading with a guy like me, like Fausto. I'm talking about trading, with other traders and they're making a lot of money. Okay, and working together and speak the same language. Not a lot of you, right? 1 or 2. It's over 100 people here. That's all that, and that's okay. That's why we're here. All right. What you need to convince yourself, and maybe you might have to convince your spouse, is that if you like this business and you see the potential of how much making money, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to join my trading room. Okay. I want you to do a trial. I want you to sample and see what they're doing. Don't judge me on my winners. Okay. Judge them on their winners, and also judge that my students on their losses and how they control their losses. Okay? Look, listen, and learn. So 3 L's that we talk about in our trading room. If you really want to know the truth, if trading is for you, then do a trial, join our trading room, and I personally guarantee if you're not happy, I'll give you money back. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for serious traders. How many of you guys are taking this seriously? Well, if you want people that, if you want to take it seriously, they want you to take it seriously with them. So stop dreaming and let's start doing this right. Period. This is what I'm offering. For $7, this is it. $7, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get access to our cyber group trading room for 1 whole week from 8:30 in the pre-market to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You're going to get 3 daily market meetings. You're going to get a morning and afternoon watch list, your own personal education advisor, a live Q&A with the training session. And you know what? If you're not happy after a week, I'll give you $7. The $7, believe it or not, all that does is pay for the webinar technology. That's really what it's cost us. And if you think you're not impressed, I'll give you $7 back. Now, listen, as a bonus, this is what I'm throwing in there right now. As a bonus, if you register right now, I will personally give you a free coaching class. Okay? Because you know why I'm going to do that? I'm looking for people I could train that can help me make money, just like helping you make money. You want to make money in trading? I'll be happy to talk to you. All you have to do right now is click on the link that Eric Colombo, one of our instructors, is right there. Click on it. It's a 7-day trial. Register right now. And if you register now, you're going to get all these benefits plus an opportunity to talk to me on the phone. What's wrong with that? Listen, find out the real truth. What is $7 going to cost you? A cup of coffee? And see things up 30, 40, 50%. Like I told you, I personally guarantee. If you're not happy, I'll give you $7 back. Sign up now. Tell us when I like to start. Well, that was Eric. What does the cost after the week? Tom, if you want to do it after the week, it's $87 a month. And you know what? There's no obligation. You can cancel it whenever you want. Some people love it and think it's the greatest investment and wish they could have found this years ago. Here's an opportunity for it. Me too, Fausto, training class with you. Well, thanks a lot, Kerry, and thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Fausto, what do you think about the penny stocks? Dennis, you know what? I don't trade penny stocks. I have nothing against them. Money's money. It's just that the reason why I don't like to trade penny stocks is because I can't see all the level 3 orders. That's the biggest issue. So that's the reason why I don't deal with penny stocks. Any other questions? No problem, Theo. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Listen, guys, understand something. Trading is not for everybody. And the key is that anybody can have a great looking PowerPoint, right? Everyone can show you, oh, look what I made, look what I did, put the feather in my cap, look how great I am, yada, yada, yada. Listen, I've been doing this for 25 years, okay? And I beat every school in the world. That doesn't make you money. We know what makes you money. Can Fausto teach me how to make money? And the only way you're going to see that is having access to the trading room. Because let me tell you something. If you get in that trading room and you see people making thousands of dollars a day, like one of our students, Benito, he just told me the other day, Fausto, I made the most money. He's been with us since June. He just booked his first $13,000 profit for the day. Not for the week, not for the month, not for the year. In one day. Here's a guy that's going to make over $1 million, and he just wanted to make $50,000 a year. That's all he wanted to make. Just Fausto, I'm an IT physicist. I can't even say it. And he goes, I love what you're saying. I want to do what you're doing. Figured it out in 3 months. But I'm telling you you're not going to learn it in 1 hour. How do we sign up for level 3, James? Excellent question. $7, click right there, and you'll get access to sign up for it. That's your level 3 right there, $7. Okay. Thank you very much, Nancy. Okay, I'm in. Hopefully that works. I've tried several systems, but none have really worked. You know, Tom, I appreciate that, Tom. You know what? I know that a lot of you guys have tried different systems, and I know the last thing you want to hear is like, oh my God, I got, because you know what? Maybe you guys got ripped off before and you feel like people take advantage of you. Listen, CyberTrade University is the longest, oldest school in the industry. Okay. We've been in business before people even started. This is the original trading room. People have copied us and we're flattered with it, to be honest with you. And I know some of you might not want to make that investment, but at the end of the day, what do you have to lose for $7? Your money back. Just give it one more shot. Let me show you, because there are over 10 million people in this world, and like it or not, we are here to trade against the uneducated. I don't want to trade against the professionals. We want to follow the professionals, and the professionals are trading against the uneducated. That's what we want, like it or not. So, but you know what? It might not be for you. So the thing is this, if you just try the $7, try the week at the trading room, talk to an education advisor. You and I will get the opportunity to talk over the phone, and I'll let you know if it's for you or not. That's all. I'd rather you go out there and say, you know what? Thank God, Fausto, you told me, because I would have blew up my $50,000, $100,000 account, or, all the money I saved from my IRA. I thought I was able to figure it out. Thank God. I'd rather you figure it out. It's not for you, because it's not for everybody, guys. It's really not. A couple of questions coming up here. You seem to be the real deal, James. Well, James, it's not that I'm the real deal. I just love what I do. I have a passion to do it. I hate seeing people lose money. Like, let me give you an example. Tomorrow morning, I'm flying out to Las Vegas for the Traders Expo. And you know what bothers me? I do a presentation. I'm doing a presentation for TradeStation, one of the preferred direct access firms that we recommend. And I'll be in front of an auditorium, a trading a room with probably about maybe 300-400 traders. And I just feel bad. I look at their face. And it's just like, and they don't know where to go. And they're just there because not to have a good time in Vegas, because they want to learn. And there's just so many people that some people just want to blame somebody to losing money. And there's some people just like really have no clue what they're doing. And I just feel bad. I'm like, listen, you know what? I'm glad you came here. You made the opportunity to make the flight out here. Let me just show you what's going on, and we'll go from there. You have nothing to lose. Well, James, like I said, we're doing a promotion for $7. I know you paid $19. You know what? If you want a refund for the extra $13 or $12, talk to Eric. He'll give it to you. Okay. But welcome back, James. Any other questions? Once again, the whole $7 and what we charge in the past, it's just a promotion to give us 7 days to prove to you if trading's for you. And if it is, you'll subscribe and be a student. Because let me tell you, if I could teach you how to make $500,000 a year, $250,000, even $100,000, you wouldn't have a problem paying $87 a month, right? So that's the way you have to look at it. Kerry Green, Fausto, thank you for the trading counter, tax stuff, and traders suggest. Well, thank you very much, Kerry. I'm not based on how much capital is shown have minimum for decent trades. Sammy, that is another thing that bothers me. People think they need a lot of money, and I'm like, you don't need a lot of money. First of all, we're not going to tell you to trade $100, $200 stocks. That's another thing people brag, and that's another thing that's a deterrent against people to go out there and trade in the market, because that's why they feel they have to be subjected to trade options. Or I can't afford it because I got a swing trade. Guys, you know what? We trade stocks that are very, very inexpensive. I prefer to trade stocks under $30, sometimes $5 stocks. Listen, if a $5 stock moves 50 cents on 1,000 shares, it's $500. If you buy a $50 stock, 1,000 shares moves 50 cents, it's $500. What the hell is the difference between a $5 and a $50 stock? $45,000. Do you care what the, oh, but I never heard of the $5 stock. Who cares? Who cares? It's all about making money, guys. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Any other questions? By the way, I'm just getting a lot of text messages right now. I was getting a lot of alerts. So if you don't mind, I just want to read off some of the people that had just registered. Just going to look here on my phone. Wow, a lot of you did. Okay, great. Obviously not enough. Okay. I see about like 20 of you so far. There's over 100. But I just want to congratulate some people here. Mark Bazo, thank you very much. I don't know if you could see that, Mark, but welcome aboard. Look forward to talk to you. And who else we got here? I'm sorry, I can't even pronounce his name. Z-I-L-V-I-N-S. I'm sorry, I thought Fausto was bad. But listen, don't worry, we'll figure it out. Thank you from the United Kingdom. All right. Welcome aboard. Mary from North Carolina. All right, look forward to teaching you. Congrats. Don't forget, guys, to book your appointment. Robert from Arizona, congratulations. Look forward to talking to you. Oh, just got yours in, just another one. James Herb from Pennsylvania. I want to sit here all day, but look forward to doing it. Sammy says, but you need 45K to trade. No, you don't need, well, you need 45K to trade a stock like that. But listen, if you trade a $5 stock goes up, you know, to buy 1,000 shares, what do you need, $5,000? You don't need a lot of money to trade. It's a misconception that people make. All right. Well, thank you very much, James. So you find the list of stocks, and then what happens? Well, Hayla, this is what's going to happen. Hayla, did you register yet? Hayla, I don't know if I got your text. I don't know if I got your email. But Hayla, there's just so many of them coming across. But Hayla, basically what we're going to do tomorrow morning, and you don't have to start tomorrow. Actually, you could start on Monday if you want to. Just tomorrow you talk to the education advisor, you get to activate your account. And then he will book your appointment. But what we'll do is we start an hour before the market opens up, okay? And then what we're going to do is we trade the pre-market, because that's where we make most of our money. And then basically we'll go through the scanner, we'll look at the big percentage gainers, the traders will look for iceberg orders, and we just trade together. And we just, all of us are trying to just, you know, we just make our day's pay. That's it. It's not that hard. It's not. We have certain scanners that will help us find some stocks. It's all about finding the big iceberg orders. That's all it is. No, Sammy, well, thank you very much. I look forward to it. And don't forget, Sammy, when you register, guys, there's a couple of videos that are going to come along with it that's going to train you a little bit about the language that you're going to learn. Like, you know, stocks like, you know, FF flags and HODs, high of the days, low of the days, all that good stuff. All right. Fausto, what are you? Okay, I missed that one chat. After Halloween is the time the traders, investors come back in the market after selling in May and go away. That's what Eric is saying. Fausto, I started over a year ago. Love the trading room. I learned every day. Well, Ron, listen, thanks for being a loyal student. And by the way, just to let everybody know, we have a lot of students here, and they're here to recruit, and they're here to, I always told them, listen, if we make money together, just go out there. Remember why we need you to come today, because the more that, because listen, my job is, we're not looking to hold you hostage. A lot of my students eventually have moved on and started their own schools, you know, very flattering. But a lot of people in the industry are fellow graduates of Cybertrade University, which is great. You know, it's like saying I went to Harvard University, you know, and people are proud of it. We have a lot of traders out there, a lot of schools, a lot of chat rooms. So start from the original and let's talk it. I'll show you. Hopefully you could be one of them. But it all starts right here for $7. We'll have access to level 3. We'll have access all the time in level 3. Craig, yes, in the trading room, we do broadcast not only just a level 3, we're going to broadcast more of a hybrid where it's going to aggregate more orders than just level 3, where you're not going to just see total view, but you're going to see all the orders from ARCA, from EDGX, from all the exchanges, from New York Stock Exchange, all of them. So I only showed you one. I didn't show you the full order. You're going to do that, I say, for tomorrow. I can't spoil you in 1 hour. James, it's very refreshing to see a webinar that's live with the moderator actually answering questions live in real time. Well, James, you know what? Thanks for saying that. You know why? Because, James, a lot of people do something that's called these evergreen webinars, and they're really fake webinars. You think they're in a webinar, but it starts in an hour. Those are fake webinars. Those are people just doing recordings. Listen, I'm here to recruit. Okay, I'm not here to pretend. All right, I'm not. You know, we're in the trading business. Let's go out there and trade together. So let me show it to you. I'd rather you know what trading is about than making money in it, because let me tell you, if you don't move forward, Cyber Trade University, I'm more happy than anything. Because listen, it's not for everybody, but you know what? That's what it's all about. It's about I want you to feel comfortable that you're part of CTU, you're part of a family, you're part of something that, people are not out to get you, to charge you, make money on your education fees and stuff like that. It's not what it's all about. But thanks, James. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Does LVT show if buys is to open or to close? Well, no. Well, Calvin, there's no way of knowing if it's an open or close. It's an order's an order. We don't know what their end game is. We just know that there's an order out there, and it wants to get filled, and by the way, does it really matter? We don't, the only thing we could assume at a resistance level, it could be a closed position, but a lot of it is program trading, and you'll see a lot of it tomorrow, Calvin. Well, still banging away. I can't see all you guys registering. I can't keep up with them. Let me see. I just got Victor from Washington. Welcome aboard, Victor. Look forward to teaching you. Chatira Singh from Pennsylvania. Wow, a lot of Pennsylvanians here. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Look forward to talking to you on the phone. Who else I missed? Oh, I'm working on this list right here. Ian Hall from California. All right. Welcome aboard. Can we start on Monday? What time do you start? Sammy, we start at 8:30 Eastern time. We start an hour before the market opens up. I don't know if you ever seen pre-market trading, but we make most of our money in the pre-market. Actually, a lot of our traders usually do before the market even opens up. Now, some of you like, really? You could trade pre-market? Yes. That's where all the orders, that's where the money's being made. You see how stocks, you hear about all the time about stocks that, the reason why they come out with earnings before the market, after the market, is for that purpose. How about Canadians? Charles, I would say, 20% of our students in the trading room are Canadians. I've been going to Canada for about 15 years now, and I love Canada. It's like, to me, it's like second home. Toronto, I've been to Kelowna, Vancouver. I've been to Calgary, Edmonton. I've been all over. A lot of our traders are Canadians because the market, your market's really not as volatile as ours, don't have the liquidity. So listen, at the end of the day, money's money. But you're going to meet a lot of good Canadian people in the trading room. All right. Charles says, you met me a number of times, Charles. Well, I guess if I saw your face, Charles, if you had the webcam, I'd probably remember you. I'm not really good with names, but I'm very good with faces. I guess that's the lefty in me because I'm a lefty. All right. Any other questions? All right, guys. So listen, sorry we went a little past our time for about 10 minutes. But I hope it was very educational. By the way, like I said, there's a lot of you that registered. And just so guys let you know, when you register, you're all going to have access to an education advisor to activate your account. Let him know when you want to activate it. He's going to walk you through and tell you what to expect. There's some training videos that are going to come along with it. There are some things that you need to understand about what you're seeing, what's going on in the trading room. He's going to tell you a little about the 3 market meetings, the cyber group trading room, and he's also going to schedule a time when we could talk if this is something that you want to do. So, and he'll follow up with you, but definitely follow up with your education advisor. In the meantime, I will actually going to be away though the next 2 days. I'm going to be in Las Vegas for the Traders Expo. I will be back on Monday, but the market is open. We got a great staff at CTU. We have other instructors that are going to be working in there. So you're more than happy to start tomorrow or start on Monday. Just tell them what you want to do. But in the meantime, guys, how do you register? Your link I think, Craig, did you get the link right there? I think Eric put the link there for you. I don't know if Eric put the link right there. There you go. Eric just got the link for you. There you go. Anything at the Trading Expo being recorded for us to see of you? Kerry, I mean, you could access their, go to their website. There's a couple of webcasts that are going on. I mean, but being a student, you pretty much got everything that you have. Stephanie, will TradeStation give me a stock trading account? I'm a UK resident. I have a US broker. I'm trying to. Stephen Dwyer, you know what? We have a very good connection in TradeStation. This is what I recommend you to do. First of all, don't worry about opening a brokerage account. That's the least of your problems. All right. It's like buying a car you don't even know how to drive. Do the trial. Talk to an education advisor. We have special VIP access over there. We'll connect you to a person. Because listen, when a brokerage firm knows that you're getting educated, believe me, they'll take you a lot more seriously because they know they're not just dealing with somebody that just wants free stuff and free this and free that. Once they know you're a student, they take our students very, very seriously. We have our own rep there. He'll connect you with him, and then he'll take care of it and answer those questions in great detail. Okay? Well, listen. Thinkorswim, great platform. We actually had Tom Sosnoff from the founder of Thinkorswim from Tastyworks. We just did a big event with him last week, Craig. When you register, we'll give you the video of that. He did a great presentation. We've been doing a lot. I know Tom Sosnoff, I don't know if you know him, but for almost 15 years now. And great trader and a great surrogate for CTU. And we're a great surrogate for him. Great traders surround themselves with great traders, but great platform. Thanks, I'll enjoy Vegas. Hopefully it all works out. Hockey Town now and the Golden Knights played very well. James, I hope so too. All right, guys, listen, thank you so much. I'd like to thank the staff. I'd like to thank all the partners for helping promote this event. And guys, thank you very much. And by the way, if you did not sign up, listen, I'm glad that you're here and realize trading is not for you, okay? But please, let me just leave off. There's only one other person I'm concerned about. If you're that person that's taking free webinars and trying to get free, let me just tell you guys, trading is an 80, 90% failure rate. There's nothing free in the world other than the cheese and the mousetrap. Everyone here needs to take lessons from several different people. You have to find yourself who fits your type of trading because trading is not for everybody. But you got to start somewhere, all right? You got to learn before you can earn. So take $7. If you're not happy, you have your money back. Like I said, the goal is to educate you guys so you can help us all make money together because we just want to trade against the uneducated. Hope that doesn't sound bad, but it's only business. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you all in the trading room. Thank you from the staff CTU, and God bless.